Question, give me a brief insight into your background and your career thus far.
You know, so a little background is, basically, we started from the ground up. We didn't have a big amateur career, so it wasn't like, and the only reason why I didn't have a big amateur career is because I stopped boxing when I was 13 years old. When I was 13 years old, I had like 60 fights already. So like I was on that step, but I stopped boxing, because I fell out of love with it. I was pushed as a little kid. I started when I was 5.5 years old, so I was really pushed hard. So I stopped boxing. And then now I came back. I came back after high school. And you know what? It's going good, man. But we got to start from the bottom. And we're still trying to get up there, man. It's hard, man, because now you got social media involved now, and you got all this other stuff. But we're getting there little by little, man.
Yeah, and let's talk about 2020 for you. You had 2 fights, one in August and one in October, both unanimous decision wins against Tony Luis and Alex Saucedo.
Yeah.
With the challenges that this year has brought about for fighters and athletes as such, how well do you feel like you coped with them challenges in terms of quarantine, in terms of training partners, and stuff such as that?
Yeah, man, it was, I fought back to back. I didn't even know that I was fighting. To be honest, I didn't even know I was fighting Alex Saucedo. In October, my dad is the one that signed it for me. You know what I mean? Like, he's like after the fight, like everyone's telling me, okay, see you in October. I'm like, what the heck? All right, what's going on in October? Like, I didn't even know. You know what I mean? And then Bob Aaron was like, hey, you're good, right? I'm gonna see you in October. And I'm like, yeah. If you want me to fight, I'm fighting. And then I told my dad, I'm like, hey, why is everyone keep telling me about Saucedo? He's like, oh, he's all because I didn't tell you. I don't want to tell you, but we already kind of agreed to that fight. I'm like, what? So it was crazy. It's a crazy thing, man. I didn't even know, but training, for these fights, man, it was fun. I went to Big Bear and had a great training camp, man, and I'm looking forward for 2021, man. I hear big things are gonna come, so we're ready.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Saucedo fight, because I know that was a fight that you wanted, and you obviously got. You won a wide decision. 2 scorecards, 97, 92, 196, 93. And I feel watching the fight back today, you both outworked and outlanded Saucedo. How happy were you with your performance in that fight?
You know what? I was very happy with my performance. I think this is probably the first fight that I was happy with my performance, because one, I was there to prove a point. I was there to prove a point that, I'm not only a boxer. I can stay there and I can brawl, so that's dangerous. That's dangerous, because now when people look at my fights, they see me in boxing all the time. So their plan is to put pressure. But now if you can't put pressure on me because I can fight on the inside and I can bang with you, what are you going to do now? So this fight was a very important fight. And the way I fought it was perfect because I proved to a lot of people different things in my game.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to maybe mention, in 2020, I would argue that your last 2 fights, you maybe had a slight step up in competition. Tony Luis was on a 10-fight win streak, and he's unbeaten for 5 years. And Saucedo had only lost before you to now champ Jose Carlos Ramirez. Do you feel like that's a fair assessment, that you maybe had a bit of a step up this year?
No, of course, man. It was a big step up this year. The Tony Lewis fight, I don't know that if a lot of people know who Tony Lewis is. Some people do. He gives a lot of fighters hell. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's a tough dude. And I just wiped him out. Yeah. I wiped him out. Saucedo, of course, everyone knows who Saucedo is, and he's a brawler. He's a tough guy, and his thing is brawling, and Saucedo is. But it was a very big step up this year, and I'm looking forward to stepping up more next year.
Yeah, and let's maybe talk about the future. So you are ranked number 3 by the WBO and number 4 by the WBC, and you are the WBO International Champion. Do you have an opponent in mind that you would like to face next?
You know what? The person I want to face next is I want a belt, right? So I want, because I know Ramirez and Taylor have their thing going, and they're gonna move up, after this fight, hopefully, if they get fight. And I want Jack Catterall. I want your boy. He's up there, right? I would love to fight him. I'd love to fight him. Yeah, I know he's ranked number 1. No disrespect to him, but I don't know why. You know, I don't think he's fought anybody really, you know, to be ranked number 1. But okay, respect it and let's do it. You know, I want to fight him. Maybe we can fight for the vacant WBO. We never know.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
And talking about the two recognized champs in your division, Josh Taylor and Jose Carlos Ramirez, if that fight was to take place, in your opinion, who would you favor?
Man, it's a tough one, man, because they're both really good fighters. You know, I'm gonna have to go Ramirez on this one. I'm gonna have to go Ramirez because I just think his style, man. He puts pressure. He's nonstop. He's a machine. So I'll go Ramirez on this one.
Yeah. And so just to clarify, your plan is that you expect both Ramirez and Taylor to move up to welterweight, and there to be opportunities for vacant belts against the likes of Jack Catterall, as you've mentioned.
Yeah, either him or Leon Paro. I know Leon Paro or something like that, right? Yeah, so him too. Either one. I would not mind. And I wouldn't even mind going to the UK with you guys. You know, I want to go out there. You guys are the best boxing fans ever.
I would love to see you in the UK, Arnold. I will be straight with you.
Hey man, I would love to be out there, man. You guys are the best boxing fans out there.
Yeah. Now, one thing I did want to touch on is I do know you have a boxing family. I know that two of your sisters are boxers, and your dad, Arnold Barboza Sr., is your head trainer and I believe manager as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. He does it all for me. Yeah.
How beneficial is it to have your dad as the focal point for your managing, for your coaching? How big of a benefit is that for you, in your opinion?
It's big. It's big. You know, it's big. You know, because not only is he my trainer, he's my father. He's also, you know, like my financial advisor, man. He's everything. You know, he does everything for me. So without him, you know, honestly, nothing would be possible. You know, none of this. So you know, he's real smart, man. You know, like I wanted to jump last year. This year I wanted to jump into the Saucedo fight right away. Like I wanted to fight Saucedo. I didn't want to fight Tony Lewis. I was like, nah, let's just fight Saucedo. And my dad's like, look, we haven't fought in a few months. He goes, let's get a fight in with Tony Lewis, and then, you know, if it presents itself, we'll do it. So he's only advised me with that, and now that I made double the money, you know, with that move. So like I said, man, having my father around, man, that there's no one else that I would ever be with, you know, in boxing with other than him. You know, like he's my backbone, man. He's strong.
Yeah. And one last question: when should we expect you back in the ring? And for those who maybe are watching this who haven't watched any of your fights, who are maybe not massive fans, what should they expect when they watch you next?
So we're looking to fight hopefully in March. I mean, we really I mean the 140 game is pretty a waiting game right now. You know, we got to wait for Ramirez and Taylor to do their thing, you know, and then we can decide from there. You know, either we wait or we can just have a fight, you know, to, you know, stay busy. But I'd rather wait. So maybe March, you know, April, you know, I'll fight again. And if people can, you know, they're not my fan, look at my videos, man. Look at my last fight, you know, fireworks. You know, I'm an exciting fighter. I'm not a boring fighter, you know. And you watch me fight, you're gonna love me. I promise you that.
I can 100% agree with that. One final question, and then I will get you out of here. I know it's a busy day for all of us.
Yeah.
I know you have 4 children.
Yeah.
How difficult is it being a professional boxer as well as a father to 4?
You know what? It's hard, but then you know, I have a you know, beautiful girlfriend who like does her amazing job. You know, taking care of the kids. You know what I mean? So when I'm training. You know, like everyone understands it. My whole team understands it. So when I'm training. You know, when I'm not training, then it's my time. You know, but you know, as far as that, man, it's you know, it's not. I'm not saying easy, but it's hard, of course. But you know, you know, it's something that has to be done. You know, something I got to sacrifice. You know, and do what I got to do. But overall, man, it's good. You know, I'm happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, it was an honor to have you on. It really was. We can expect I think it's fair to say we can expect big things in the future for Arnold Barboza Jr. I would be very surprised if we don't look back. I don't look back on this conversation in years to come and can't say with pride that I've interviewed a world champion.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time as well.
Brilliant. Before we go, Arnold, how can people find you on social media?
On Instagram, you can do Arnold_Barboza Jr. On Twitter, you can do Junior Barboza Arnold. Look me up, follow me, get linked up because we're gonna be champ real soon.
I can 100% agree. And before we finish, is there anything you'd like to say?
I just want to say thank you to you for your time. Thank you. I know it's, later over there, I didn't know the time difference was that big, but I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that's following me, that is going to follow me, that is a fan, is not a fan. I appreciate it. And see you guys soon.
100%, Arnold. Thank you for that. It was an absolute honor. I 100% agree. And I look forward to your next fight.
I thank you, man.